Cool.
right now. So everything that we're doing is on a pretty small scale, but we're trying to get our feet wet, cut our teeth, so to speak, and just get busy, because we do want to put the record out as soon as possible, and we want to play as many shows as we can too. So both of those things are important to us.
Awesome, man. I can't wait to hear the recorded stuff. Like, it's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it out.
Awesome. So, hopefully that gives you all the answers you've been asking for. Jack, like, big, yeah?
World exclusive.
Yes.
We're smashing these out. I've been watching all you lot, like, lose your little minds over Dallon this week. And the dedication to this is ridiculous. And to hear, like, how much passion he's got, and how in some cases he didn't even really know these things existed. Like, he's just been doing his thing and making music while this thing has been building around him. And for you to be able to tell him about these few things and him go, oh, that's awesome, is really cool. I think as well, what I really like about that chat was that he's very honest that it's going to be something quite different. And I think it's going to be something that people aren't really expecting. And I think that, coming from the Panic background, like, people expect a certain level of, like, sass or a certain level of just, like, pop sensibility. But some of the influences he was going for, like, the best band name ever, Oingo Boingo.
Mental. I know, I did not expect that. Yeah.
Like, Oingo Boingo.
Yeah, and like 70s Bowie as well. I mean, I think you're right. I think that anyone who's a Panic fan can get on board with this, because it's got that slightly glam edge and that kind of, that sort of neon-y cabaret feel, but it is something totally different as well.
Yeah, and I think it's so exciting to see what's actually going to happen with it. Like, if an album's coming, like, what form it's going to take, like, when he actually plays shows, how mad this is going to be. Like, this is a phenomenon in the making.
Mate, it's just taken on a life of its own. I mean, like, I think he just sounded surprised the entire chat. It was crazy. Tamsin?
I mean, I love that he doesn't even know himself, like, how big a deal this has become.
Yeah.
And I think their band name just kind of sums it all up. Like, he literally doesn't know how all the fans have found out everything about them.
Yeah.
But I also love how sneaky they've been with things. I remember when I first started seeing the name around, and I was like, "What is this?" Did some googling, did some researching, and I was like, "All right, Dallon's up to something."
Yeah.
And like, for example, their live show in LA at the Viper Room. They didn't really announce it as a band, as it wasn't him going, my new band is playing here on this date. There was a photo went up of a guy just eating in a room which is in one of their houses, and there was in like the top right corner in like the far wall was the poster for the show.
Amazing.
And it was just like, oh, here's my housemate eating his breakfast, and it took like quite a few people to be like, hang on, what is that in the corner? And like, that is the only bit they did to announce that show, and it was just like, well, you're just gonna have to turn up and find out, aren't you? And I've watched videos, and like Dallon's glittered up, and before they even start the performance, he comes on and does like an introduction, so it's like a circus act. He's like, prepare yourself for the show. Like, it's very dramatic. He hits some incredible notes. And it's really like the whole thing is very, very dramatic, a little bit Panic-esque, how Brendan is a showman.
Yeah, he's definitely taken influence. Yeah,
he's doing it in his own way, and as he said, it's a very DIY operation. Like, he doesn't really have a budget. He's just kind of doing it and seeing what happens. And I think that's a really nice way to go about it. He doesn't want to, mug off any Panic fans. He just wants to make music and do his own thing for a bit while, Brendan's off being a Broadway star, and it's just he's just appreciating people taking their time to listen.
So cool. I mean, they've announced a miniature tour that's coming up in the States. So any US listeners, go to those shows. Let us know how they are, because we are jealous.
If you could FaceTime us, that would be really nice.
FaceTime us be amazing.
Yeah. I'd say I get a feeling as though, because these are just the beginning. Like, it's just the rate that it's going to go UK, it's going to go Singapore, it's going to go France. Like, this is just going to go worldwide very, very quickly. Just like it's popular demand. And I think, like, Dallon, just get on a plane and just keep flying. Like,
just do it, Dallon.
Like,
Insane.
it's going to go off.
Insane. So exciting. So we can't wait to see how that transpires. But big shout out to Dallon. We hope that we've given you guys out there everything you wanted to know. So exciting. So awesome. So we're coming to an end of this week's episode. No, it always goes too quickly. I have such a good time. And it's like, but yeah, shout out to the Neck Deep bundles that are on sale now at shop.rocksound.tv. And as I say, the print version of the magazine is now available to buy in UK stores, featuring Saint, MGK, Taka, loads of cool stuff. Our Scuzz TV show has also launched. Very, very cool.
It's so good.
So good.
So good.
Yeah, so check that out. Be there, Scuzz. Watch that. Let us know what you think. And keep checking the online. Be there with us. World Exclusives break-in. We're going to be talking to so many people coming up. This is going to be a regular weekly thing.
Just bringing world exclusives every week. It's
That's
fine,
it.
no biggie.
Just dropping them.
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
just pick them up from Sainsbury's, you know. like I love so many. Just fill your basket.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, last week, as I say, we had the Andy Biersack exclusives. This week we've got Dallon and Josh and Tay. So much more coming up. Next week we're going to be talking to the amazing, wonderful Lynn Gunn from Paris on album release day. We cannot wait to do that, talk all things album 2. We're also going to be talking to Britton Bond from Wage War to talk also album 2, those crazy album scales, bringing a bit of mosh to the podcast as well. And also it's going to be introduction of a new monthly feature that's going to be a new band spotlight. I mentioned Stand Atlantic is my favourite new band last week. So we're going to be talking to frontwoman Bonnie Fraser about all things Stand Atlantic and why you should be in on that band. So guys, it's been emotional. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe, get us on Twitter at RockSound, get us on Instagram, RockSound, Facebook. Write to us, let us know what you think. Just talk to us, man. It's going to be so cool. It's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me. Love you.
Love you guys. See you
Bye.
later. Bye.